Hello and welcome to another episode here on the Minecraft Let's Play. We have left the Nether behind and we're going to be in the overworld today and working with some pretty finicky guys. We are going to change up my trading hall that's down in this pyramid. The reason for that being is two reasons actually. I have two sort of things that I want to make this better. The first thing is that it's rather small. I've already expanded it one time, going down a level that I wanted to have, and it's still not measuring up to what I need it to be. And it's also very messy and not very good. For example, I have the farmers here, then I have one there and one there. We have a cleric there and two there, or three there rather. So it's not very organized, and I also don't have all the trades that I want to have. And I haven't felt like working with villagers in a long time, so it hasn't been done. For example, feather falling is not something I have in here, and that's very good when I lose my stuff, because that happens. So instead, I decided to try and work this out. The second thing that I really want to work with this design or this village trading hall is that if you take a look at all the trades I have, I don't have any discounts. I don't have anything of that sort because I haven't wanted to get villagers cured from being zombie villagers, which is the sort of requirement for making a better deal out of them. So that's why I want to, for example, here I have a lot of potato and beetroots coming in the middle here together with pumpkins and so forth, and I want to get a lot more emeralds out of the villagers by trading just one for example melon for 1 emerald instead of, as it is now, 4 melons for 1 emerald. So to make it a little bit more profitable to me, I want to make a sort of curing station. We're going to go and sleep under the melon sign here. But yeah, so I want this to be a lot better, and that's why I decided to sort of dump this trading hall to the finished product, change it up, and also try and make a new place where it's much better. So here we have everything sort of villager related. We have the farm with all the crops. We have also the melon and pumpkin farm over here, and then we have the trading hall. And then this is just a lighting thing so I know when the trades are available and not. So we're going to change this up a little bit. And I'm going to make a new trading hall, which also has a zombie villager curing station. And I decided to actually move it out a little bit. We have the old desert village here, which was one of the first villages that I got to, because my spawning spot were over there, I think. But this is abandoned now. All of the villagers has died. I have had a little bit of experiment out here trying to breed them up, but I think that zombies or skeletons or any mob, really hostile mob, has gotten to them, so they are all dead, sadly. But we are going to make this place flourish, and I think that I want to sort of have this villager village, yeah, villager village, desert village, that's going to be used as a camouflage for the actual entrance here, because I've started up by doing a little bit of digging work to make everything work here. So I've dug out almost the whole mountain that's in here with the sand, and we're of course going to decorate this, and it's going to have two different halls, so to speak. This here is going to be the trading hall, where I have all the cells that you can have for the villagers, which is going to be very nice, and I think pretty automated as I can, at least, together with maybe storage or something for the different trading things. Inside of here, it's going to be a sort of hallway that's going to come from the door, and then the rest of the area is going to be our curing station, so where I can convert, take villagers, I think from above the mountain there down to a zombie that's going to convert them into zombie villagers. We're going to cure them. We're going to take a look at all the different trades that are going to get us inside of here, and if they are not rather good, I can then send them one more time inside of the machine to make even better trades, or I can send them off and place them inside of a cell inside of here. At the moment it's very bland and very not good looking, because we are inside of a sandstone mountain, but it's going to get much better. I have building blocks inside of here, so we're going to use acacia, and both the acacia log stripped ones and also the non-stripped ones, and also stone bricks, some basalt is going to go in here, and we're also going to have some smooth stone and lanterns on chains to make the lightning work. Of course it's going to be a lot more, but this is going to be the start, because I'm going to start off with having this hallway done where the thing is going to go, and then we're going to build up all the walls going around here, so I have the space that I need first and foremost. This is going to be a different sort of place, so we're going to start off in the first area here. We'll see how much time it's going to be needed for this. Maybe it's going to be a 2 episode one for once. And of course we're also going to need a village breather, and I think once I have the mechanism done in there, I'm going to build one up there. It's going to be a very similar one to the trading I have here, but it's going to have the sort of breeding mechanics, so we can get babies from it as well. That's one thing I have taken away from this design. But yeah, this is going to be a very fun project, I think. I haven't worked with this type of villager contraptions before. The closest thing I have is the trading hall, and also, of course, this thing where villagers get crops for me. Otherwise, I haven't done much with them. They are very hard to try and make them work as I want to. So I'm going to start off making all the walls and making this a little bit of design in there, so we can start on the mechanics to work on the actual sort of curing program. We'll see each other soon. Welcome back. We are standing outside the door here where I think I left off last time. But yeah, you just watched the time lapse of me building this very small and very narrow corridor that's going to go into the villager curing station, I think I'm going to call it. And yeah, I've used, like I said, acacia strip logs. I've also used usual acacia logs, and then some basalt to make it look a little bit worn. I think that, yeah, it's I done it very narrow. I think I'm actually going to widen it a little bit, but yeah, the the basalt looks a little bit like worn or very old wood thing, like it's been burned or something, so that I felt like it could work. I really want this to look a little bit rugged and used, this place, so that's why. That's also why I used the acacia log, because while it's a bright color, it also have these sort of dark spots that make it look like it's dirty or very worn, I think. And it's a little bit more bright than the usual wood colors. And here we have our chamber where I've built in all the walls. I've used bricks here and then smooth stone down here. We're going to use the same theme on this side, but we're going to have bricks on the floor, and I'm going to use the acacia logs as walls inside of here. So that's what most of it is done. I think it's going to take a long time to make this, but I've been fiddling around with this contraption. I've already made this in my creative world, but it's a different time to use it in creative mode and use it here on the regular world where it's survival. So yeah, for example, we have a guy down here which is going to convert our villagers into zombies. He's gotten one of my badder swords, I think. I only had 3 on me, and I had forgotten the name tag at the moment, so I decided to try and give him the sword instead and then name tag him, so just to be sure that he has is not going to despawn, because it's very hard to get him in there. The other things I've done is, of course, after the conversion has happened, we're going to send the villager off. We're going to splash him with weakness and give him a golden apple. And here is going to be the station where I pick out the profession for this guy. So, what I've done more is I've basically done all the rail works inside of here, except for the departure side of it. So I've done everything on top of here as well, if I can get up. And it got very hard here on this end, because I really wanted to have the village breather on top of here. So it was a little bit trial and error to get up here with the rails and make it work. Since none of them is going to go upwards, I used regular rails on each side, because the momentum down is going to get the villager down there. And I've already also tried, not with a villager, but I've done it myself, and I hope that the same thing that goes for me goes for villagers as well. So up here I'm going to build a village breather. That's on the agenda, I think, so it can start working while I'm working down in the dungeon, so to speak, on other stuff. So, welcome back once again. More stuff has happened, mostly things that I have already explained that I would do, but I decided to come back to you guys and talk a little bit about it, because, for example, the village converter, it's actually finished and done, and we have a lot of things to do. For example, hiding away a little bit of redstone, making this look a little bit more pretty and so forth. But yeah, I decided to make a small break inside of here. So yeah, we have our zombie down there. He is of course converting our villagers. I have one here that are just now waiting. It is his I think second time now or third time that I have converted him into a zombie, and as soon as he is done, I'm going to make him go here, and we'll see how his trades are going. But first and foremost, yeah, now he got of course done when I was on my way away from here. So yeah, not throw that away, we put that there, and hopefully you choose work soon. You only have one choice really, and I really want to see how good trades he gets, because he has gone from 22 carrots down to 10 last time I was checking in with him. So we'll see how much he has gone down now, I hope, at least. Yeah, We'll wait for him to choose a job. So yeah, first and foremost, design choice. I've got with stone inside of here. I'm going to continue on with stone, and we're of course going to make this look a little bit more lab aesthetic, I think, or maybe dungeon. I don't know really yet. I'm going to cover up a little bit of redstone, make maintenance doors maybe, and of course it's going to be something put in here, but that's going to be next episode. What I also realized as I've gone by through this corridor, it's way too small to begin with, and I don't like the stripped acacia. It's I don't feel like it works together with this stone aesthetic, so I'm going to change that up for something else. I don't know what yet, but we'll see soon. And yeah, it's much better to go the inner way here. What's happened on top is of course the one thing that's related to this button, because as you can see, we have a redstone signal going here and going up, and that's going to dispenser up there where we have minecarts that's going to dispense out our villagers, so I can be down there, get a villager from up here where we have the village breather. And I've had to change up this design, I think 3 or 4 times now, to actually try and make it work. It is of course first and foremost the same design that I have down there, just one layer. And then I use a mechanic that I learned from LogicalGeekBoy, where we have beds placed here, and once little guys, for example the baby villagers, gets born inside of between these two guys, then they want to jump on beds. So we have this mechanic here, and we lure them of course out here with trapdoors, so they think they can get to here, but they don't, and they fall down instead. And this is the most recent design. I had this design with the beds before, but with water elevators and so forth, so they jumped down into water and then got sent up. So that one we had as well, but that didn't work. For some reason, I think beds were not close by, or they didn't know about the beds or something that made the villagers in here try and make love or something like that, but they didn't get a baby out of it. So I don't know what that was. And then I tried the old version that's come with this original design, where we have 4 beds in a square and a fence post in the middle that gets this, and 2 villagers on top. So the farmer villagers in here, he sends carrots in this case to those 2 villagers, they breed, and then a baby pops out and falls in between the fences. Sadly, those 2 villagers managed to, each time it was night, because they sleep in the beds, but then they should be put back into the fence post. That didn't happen. Instead they got stuck on the beds and then fall down here, and was a pain to get back. And also when I tried to make it villager proof, so we did put some trapdoors around the bed so they didn't fall off, then they got stuck inside of there but not inside of the right place, so the babies were also born on the beds, not working. So it's gone a bit through a different design, but now I think I have some that works. We have a lot of villagers down there, you can see a lot of them, and I can just push that button down there, and the dispenser is going to dispense out a minecart that sends up here, goes this way, and comes the way down where we just went up down to the rails and into the system. So yeah, that's working at least. I find it very nice and good. Villagers are a pain in the ass to actually try and make it work and try to make them do what you want to, so I find it very frustrating. I've been working on this thing for, I don't know, it's at least 3 days, and around 3 or 4 hours each day to get it to work, because a lot of villagers has gone into dying. The zombie has gotten released one time, and I had to kill him because I died to him, and then he got my elytra and stuff, so I had to kill him and then take my stuff back and get a new zombie. So yeah, it's been a lot of frustration to this, but it's now finally finished. And yeah, this guy, 2 wheat, great. Not the one I want, because I want the carrots for now, but we can maybe put this down and hopefully we can get this rotated so I get a lot of things. I want to get the carrots because that's what he had last time. But he takes his sweet time to choose a job now, since it's recording time and I want to show him off. Of course. And maybe it's the wrong timing, I don't know. But yeah, why did I have a bed on me? Yeah, it's completely the wrong time. It's nighttime, so that's why he doesn't choose any beds. Yeah, we need 4 beds here. Can we put that there? Yes? Good. Then we go down, so I can go to bed actually. I don't want to sleep there. And we'll see in the morning if our villager can choose a job then with carrots trade, I hope. So, yeah, we'll see. Green particles, but you didn't choose a job. Please? I don't want to wait too long because I want to get his trade off and then I can sort of show off the rest of the system. But yeah, I maybe have to explain it instead while we wait for this guy. So yeah, we have that button there. All these buttons here are just to send the villagers off to the next station. And of course I could have, for example, chosen to have the converter station here as well. But I felt like it's nice to have these different stations to go to. So just for fun, we have 3 stations instead of 2. Here I have a lever with a rail behind it, and that's the reason for me wanting to send the villagers off into different parts. So for example, if you are this guy, he has been done with the zombie 3 times now, I think. And yeah, now he traded. And 2 and 8 potatoes, it's good, but I want those carrots first and foremost. So yeah, if you want him to go through the system again, I keep it like this, then it's going to go off there and up and down again. We have the rails that connect up here and they send the villagers down into the system. But if I actually, this guy, if he's wanting to trade me carrots in the future, I'm going to make him go the other way, so we can change this up. Then he's going to follow this rail instead. And that rail is for now going into this wall, but as soon as I've gotten the mechanics out for putting the villagers into each of their cells with a workstation, then I'm going to have these in rows and then just putting rails on strategic places to put the villagers inside of there. So this is going to be the whole trading hall, and we have gotten a visitor in the form of skeleton. Kill him and put some torches in here. So yeah, that's the plan at least. And like I said, this is going to be made in the next episode, or if I do something in between, but it's going to be another episode for this part. I'm not done here yet. We're going to, of course, decorate this place one last time, but I really want this guy to trade me carrots. No, he's not going to trade me carrots. You stupid fool. You can get emeralds and not get killed once again in the zombificator or something like that. Choose wisely next time. So, yeah, while I wait for this guy to choose the right trade and the right job, I'm going to decorate this finished. It's going to get the final look, and we'll see each other after that is done. It's a really pretty view up here, but it's not what we are going to look for today. I have finished the build. I've also put in an entrance finally, which is not just a hole in the wall, even though I have tried to make it look like that with this finished entrance. I tried to make it go inside of the sort of way here, so that maybe the sandstone has been worn away and showed up this stone building inside, or someone has just made a hole and then made it fancy sort of thing. That's at least what I try to go for, and I think it looks pretty nice. It looks a little bit embedded, and I accented the cliffside here with a lot more sandstone to make it look a little bit bigger and more a few rows out. So we have a piston door here, which is pressure plated, of course, as you can see here. It's a design that's used by RabidSmore. I'm going to put his tutorial down in the description if you want to build the same, and you can put there, and it's very fast, very nice, and I think it works very well to have this closed off. Here we have our hallway where I've widened it out, so it's not just one block wide, it's 3 blocks this time. And as you can see, I've gone with the old aesthetic that we have at the storage area. So I've gone for the bricks, stone bricks, and all the different variants on the cracked ones. We also have stone and andesite here to make it look worn in places. And then I put in our lanterns. I think I'm going to move these lanterns actually and make them a little bit more on each side and so forth, and going back and forth, because in a row like this they don't look that much. But here we have the hallway, and then we go into our new and improved chamber. And last time you saw this, it was not finished, and now we have everything done in here. And I've gone for the same aesthetics, the same, I just changed up the floor, having smooth stone down here instead. And then I've changed up the warm light of the lanterns inside of here to the cold ones of the soul lanterns instead. And I try to make it look very worn down and very used, like you have done experiments or something down here, and then it has gone awry or something hasn't gone working very well. We also have put in walls inside of here. I've not gotten to this part yet because that's next episode stuff. And I've also put in 2 entranceways to the backside there, where I need to try and make it, I don't know yet how to do that, because both of them have redstone connected to it, so I don't know how I'm going to try and close those off in a nice way. Maybe just use regular doors or something. But yeah, here we have everything, and I've also actually traded with this guy now. So he's a full master trader, and you can see that we have gone from very nice prices. We have gone from 22 carats to just 3 carats, which I find it's very nice. We have beetroot 15 to 1, and then everything else that's cost anything has gone down to 1 for each thing. So very nice, and you, my friend, are going to be the first in my new trading hall. But I've not done that yet, so that's why I've not sent him on his way. I've also put in a little bit of storage here. Of course, it's going to be shulker boxes filled with stuff. So here we have all the splash potions that I'm going to be needing. Healing is for healing these guys once they've been through the system a little bit, because they take a little bit of damage. First and foremost when they land in the village breather. Then we also have when he lands, goes from that part on the rail there to down here, and of course the zombies hitting him. And I found that a lot of times the villagers dies before it can get converted, so that's why we have healing potions inside of here, so I can heal them up before I send them on their way into the zombificator again. We also have a little bit of trade-off here to start this guy off, together with weakness potions and everything we need there. And of course I've gone for the light grey shulker, so it fits nicely in here and hides them away a little bit. Maybe I'm even going to put them down in the floor here, maybe, so we don't even see them. I don't know yet. Something to think of in the future. And yeah, that's been it for this episode actually. So I'm going to turn to you guys, as I always do, and hope that you can leave a comment, leave a like if you like the episode, even subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye.